All right, it's another edition of this program by Stingers at Nistin on Flip TV. Um, I'm sure the viewers are ready for today's program, just as the reviewers are ready for the program today. Rafa,
Yeah,
how are you doing?
I'm fine, Mike. Good morning.
It's another great day.
Hello.
It's another great day.
Yes. I had a great day with great expectations.
Great expectations.
The cloud for okay, Bayelsa election is gathering. And the cloud.
Just about 48 hours to go.
It takes off.
All right, we have it on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. After signing peace accord, three silver trade words over violence, arms stockpiling. And we have the major headline of this same story on this day newspaper was this the same: 48 hours to Bayelsa, Kogi Imo polls, tension items. Abdulsalami preaches peace. Abdulsalami preaches peace. All right, we really appreciate our viewers for joining us on today's edition of this program. We thank you for your support and for the love on Flip TV. All right, we have a court releasing Emefiele to his lawyers right on the front page of this day newspaper. Court releases Emefiele to his lawyers, says there must be end to detention without trial. Court releases Emefiele, that's the ex-CBN governor, to his lawyers, says there must be end to detention without trial. Of course, Emefiele was arrested by DSS. He's been with the DSS for some time and later was released. And after his release, EFCC picked him up again. All right, moving on to another story. Tinubu signs 2.1 trillion naira 2023 supplementary appropriation. The president, Tinubu, signs 2.1 trillion naira 2023 supplementary appropriation. Information Minister Idris pledges commitment to take off of new UNESCO Institute in Nigeria. All right. To Daily Trust. Media Trust Chairman Kabiru Yusuf re-elected MPAN President. 30 days after abduction, 5 infants die as 12 villagers remain in kidnappers' den. Wow, this is a tragic one. War on Gaza, destruction of homes, infrastructure, war crime, says UN experts. War on Gaza, destruction of homes, infrastructure, war crime. So it's not a permitted one. Yeah. All right, 4 airlines affected as unions bar flights in and out of Imo. 4 airlines affected as unions bar flights in and out of Imo. Even some citizens of Imo did not comply yesterday.
They did not comply.
With the
Some banks.
yeah. Despite outcry, Tinubu signs 2.17 trillion naira supplementary budget. Old bank notes remain legal tender, says the Apex Bank of Nigeria, CBN. And it has issued its branches to also comply with the law and policy. All right, let's quickly talk to Raphael on these stories today. Raphael, once again, you're welcome on board.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning, viewers from abroad, Nigeria, everywhere in the world, wherever you are, stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. And we are gonna tune you with what is happening around Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, 48 hours to Bayelsa, Kogi, Imo Post, Station, Heightens, Abdulsalami, Abubakar preaches peace.
Yeah, Abubakar
called for peace accord. The signing of peace accord yesterday.
That was a committee.
Yeah.
Abdulsalami Abubakar committee. They are asking Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa. The whole indigenous there, all the governors, government agencies for peace. Everybody should imbibe peace this time around. The election is not meant for, war, do or die. It's not by do or die. Allow citizens to go and exercise their civilities. You see what happened? It is not do or die. It is something that if anybody wills, I don't know whether you understand me, Mike. The Imolites might just say, we are not going anywhere because for the past 4 years, we've not seen anything as dividends of democracy. So we're not going out. And nobody should go and force them out. In Kogi State, they might decide to say, let us go because we want to change that state. In Bayelsa, they might just decide, let us go because after all said and done in Bayelsa State, still, they carried the day through the court hearing, court decision. They won. I didn't understand, over Leon or Lion. So that's why it is every individual's, everybody's, responsibility or civility or civil right to go out there and exercise your what? Your franchise. Nobody should be disenfranchised. Thank you, viewers. Then, Imo State, you see, the labor is on strike. Despite truths, agreement, meetings, dialogue after dialogue, outcry, public outcry like what we are doing here. Because I was telling everybody in diaspora and in Nigeria that I don't like what Labour is doing. There are many things they should have at least sensitized people on how serious they are to go to strike so that things will be normal federally, nationally. But failure to do that, I said, I wonder why Imo State should be the only state, the first state where Ajaero, the Labour leader, who just assumed office from Waba, the crippled Waba, the frustrated Waba, the inactive Waba, still, try to at least do the first experiment in Imo State. That's Ajaero. So it is uncalled for. There are many things they should have protested.
Even yesterday, the governor of the state, Abdulsalami, was absent at the signing of the peace accord,
which is bad.
The Labour Party candidate was not present there.
Yes.
As well.
You see it. Yeah. So you should know that all is not well in that state. It speaks volume of violence. It speaks volume of what irregularities that are going to play out there comes Saturday, I think, less than 48 hours. See, let me tell you, Uzodinma himself, I believe if Tinubu, I always say the rated, if Tinubu is here for peace, here for good of Nigerians, should have called Uzodinma to order. Uzodinma State is a flashpoint. Yes, as police, security agents, that place is a place of interest. That's Imo State. Why was he not there to sign peace accord with all his political opponents? Uzodinma should be the first person to be there. During that meeting, Abdulsalami committee is for peace, is for reconciliation, is to move Nigeria forward. Why did Uzodinma not grace? No, praise that occasion. Why did he not praise that occasion? That meeting, he should have been the first governor to praise that occasion. I listen to me, but why was he not there? Why, Mike? That has spoken a lot about him. That man, he has succeeded in telling the whole world now that he had scored 68% of Imo State election. That's why when we are talking, we allow some of our viewers to read meaning from what we are doing here. We are not here to lambast or spoil anybody. We are here to give you the right information. How come that ranking or rating, is it from Bloomberg? Is it from Forbes? An opinion poll that we did not know how it come about. They call it survey projects. Has indicated that Uzodinma has scored 68%. Okay, let us say they have surveyed all the works he has done in Imo State. And they scored Uzodinma 68%. As Imolites, Are the Imolites the ones scoring 68%? Who are the ones that are conducting this opinion poll that rated Uzodinma's performance or his presumable score in this election, 68% of the vote casted across Imo states? Let me tell you, there are many things about Hope Uzodinma. That's why we always say it here without fear. Above every intimidation, above every frightening threat that is coming from any angle area, we are saying that Hope Uzodinma is behind the dying, killings, genocide going on in Igbo land. It started in Imo State when Hope Uzodinma hijacked someone's mandate given to him by the Imolites, and it began to look like play or games, and certainly it turned bloody. The bloodiest happening, the bloodiest political impasse ever in the southeastern Nigeria is Supreme Court judgment against Emeka Ihedioha that brought Hope Uzodinma to the limelight. Political limelight of Imo State as a governor. That is the bloodiest, I repeat, political impasse ever that happened to the southeastern Nigeria. Because Hope was not the third person, Hope was not the second person, Hope wasn't the first person, Hope was fourth to fifth. And the Fulani oligarchy, Fulani hegemonies, they knew what they did. They invited Supreme Court judges that installed Hope to be number one person. After jumping number one, number two, number three, they mounted him number four because Igbo man has no say in Nigeria. And today Hope is governor there. And the youths, the people that are agitating for Biafra, they want this is going to cause trouble. They say no. If you cause trouble, if you people are dying, you are killing your kinsmen, your brothers, your sisters. Yeah. Because Igbo man, and when on your Igbos are dying. Igbo's blood are being shed on daily basis. If a soldier dies in a community, Nigerian military soldier will go to that community in Imo State, not only taking vengeance to the main culprit, but the entire communities will be wiped off. Imolites are dying in their large numbers. Federal government are crossing their fingers. Security agencies are cutting away what I don't know. Why are they happy killing what is theirs? Because I know that if you get into the military, you have Igbos, you have Yoruba, you have the whole ethnicities within that military. Why are they happy that they are killing their own? What about if it happened that we had an open aggression attack tomorrow from Cameroon axis, and it happened that it comes across to southeast, southwest? When our youth are being killed and mined by our military, if the number of our military are reduced as a result of that aggression, who are the youths that will go fight for Nigeria? That is a spear, someone just chopping. Instead of aiming at antelope, he turned the spear against him and aimed himself. Ube, that is what it is. You kill the youth are the future of the tomorrow. You kill the youth can fight for you when you are reduced or going down a number. If we have an open attack from another country, why? Police are killing, soldiers are killing. You don't know whom you are killing. Whether not your sister's brother or your brother's sister, it is gonna come back to you. It is good to be doing what is good. It is good not to take law into your hands. It is good for everybody, both president, vice president, governors, ministers, to respect the law. Nobody is above the law, Nigerians. Even the so-called judges that are bending justices in various appeal courts and the Supreme Court in this country, you are bending justice, you are bending the law. Nobody is above the law. Why is it that the whole politicians in Nigeria, they are above the law? Tell me the reason why the governors, the ministers, the president, the vice president could not respect Nigerian law. What is our legal system is for here? It is so laughable. The people in abroad, they are laughing us right now. How do you say what is going on? Because they said collection with electronic called IRF, that's beaver, is illegal. That is what INEC is telling Nigerians this month. Nigerians in diaspora, you see, Collation electronically. INEC has come out again to tell us that it is illegal, that they are not going to collate electronically, and saying Nigerians are stupidly going to waste their time again at the polls. Collection is illegal. What hope do we have? Collection is illegal. That's why it has made known to Nigerian public, entire populace, that Hope Uzodinma has scored 68%, while the voting election is yet to hold. Effort in futility. We are just wasting our time for nothing. Some persons has come and what? Invaded Nigeria and caged Nigerians. Nobody could breathe again. But I want to breathe. I want my brothers to breathe. I want my sisters to breathe. I want Mike to breathe. I want everybody in Nigeria to breathe. Why is it that collection electronically is now illegal? A statement from INEC yesterday telling you that these people, they have seized power already. In Bayelsa, in Imo, Kogi is not left out. Whatever you see as a result of this so-called election, oh, feeble, frail, weak Nigerians, you are going to take it, because that is your destiny. Mike, do you have any other beats? Let us dance it, man.
Like the police said yesterday, that signing peace accord is not even enough. You know,
thank you so much.
It's not enough, and we wonder the level of insecurity, the level of violence that might be witnessed in this upcoming gubernatorial election in these three states. In particular, Kogi State and Imo State. Presently, there is over trading words over violence and arms stockpiling. But how can we defeat the election violence?
Well, let me tell you.
The most important thing now.
Yes,
whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not,
it will still surface.
Yes, it must.
But
you know what?
How can we kind of
take it?
At least.
You can't take it. Ask me why. Legal system, Nigerian justice system is down. If you arrest people that violated electoral law, who is going to try them? When the government of the day, the current federal government is the owner of courts. When you arrest people that stab people on the face because they failed to vote for APC, can you go to court and get justice? APC government is the owner of courts, law, everything in Nigeria, which is why you can never curb it, you can never put it on check, you can never stop it. See, election malpractices keep on lingering and surfacing on and on, even the next 4 years, because the people in charge are not what? Respecters of law. I always tell you often and often on this platform that anybody that respects the law is the best lawyer we have in the country. But an instigator is the worst enemy any country might have. An instigator, somebody that goes to Paul and stab John. From there, he will rob Paul to pay Peter. Is an instigator. Look at Hope Uzodinma. He's an instigator in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma will go to Fulani and pay them and come back and stab his brothers, Imolite. He's an instigator in Igbo land.
You have evidence.
Are you listening to me? So let me tell you, we have courts in Nigeria that doesn't respect the law. There's no court in Nigeria. If you commit any crime in Nigeria and you have somebody that is backing you that has money, that person is going free. See, let me tell you, Mike, if you commit crime, you don't have anybody at your back. Law will take its course. But if somebody commits any crime against you and that person has backup in the high places, Mike, you won't get justice. So let me tell you, electoral malpractices in Nigeria has come to stay. After committing it, the people that is the government of the day will finish the court, they will buy the court, they will thwart justice with impunity. Election malpractices is going to resurface in these 3 states, and it continues going on like that until we have the right person at the office of the presidency, which of course Nigerians bargained for it. On presidential election, 2023, and we were failed by the power today. They hijacked the power, they removed the person, the right person that won the election, and gave it to the wrong person. Thank you so much.
Do you want to react to what
you never listen to what I was saying. I was just behind discussing with Mr. Charles. Good morning to our lovely viewers all over the globe, and good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone.
Sometimes it's difficult to control the crowd. Let's just face it. That's the most important thing right now. You can see what is going on. So, like we have it here, just for 8 hours to Bayelsa, Kogi, recently on station in these three states. From the news we gathered yesterday, among the voters are afraid of their life. They're afraid of going out to exercise their franchise. What do you think government can do at this point in time to ginger the electorate to go out there and cast their vote? Of course, you know, the Nigerian police have deployed enough security personnel to these three states, and which they are expected to protect the electorate in this election. How do you think the morale of the electorate and the voters can be boosted to go out and exercise their franchise?
Thank you, Mr. Michael. Thank you for that good question. That's a very wonderful question. I believe INEC at this point, as INEC itself, as an agency, it's not ready to redeem its image. The image and the trust Nigerians has placed on them. Why would INEC at this time come out publicly and tell people of Kogi, Imo State and Bayelsa that the election result will not be transmitted electronically? That alone has killed. That alone would make the electorate now repose that confidence in INEC. That alone will bring voters apathy. People will not, because now if you tell me my vote will not be transmitted electronically, which means you've deprived me the access for me to monitor my votes on my social media platform. That is it. So now do you want to tell them that their votes will count? So to the layman on the streets,
When they can monitor it.
they cannot monitor it. Now these people, don't forget that these people have lost interest have lost hope. I've lost hope in the INEC because of the substandard election that was conducted in 2023. And then this is the same INEC that came out and said they will do better now. Now doing better. Now you should have told people of Imo State, Kogi and Bayelsa that was see your election result will be transmitted electronically. That is the only hope these people can repose. Sorry. That is the only hope INEC can use to redeem its image of the substandard election that was conducted in 2023. Now the same they are supposed to redeem your image. Now coming out again to tell Nigerians that see, election results will not be transmitted electronically. Mr. Mike, even if not me, I don't come out and vote. Because it's of no use. Yes, it's of no use because that is what INEC is trying to do. INEC is trying to impose candidates in different states. Selection. INEC is trying to select candidates. That is not election because there's no way in the world you as an electorate will vote and cannot monitor your votes. Cannot monitor your vote. Now you want to collect results manually. You know how it has always been in this part of the world. Highest bidder would have it all. Collecting results, to me, it is very wrong at this time because now you collect it from the polling units. The PO, the presiding officer, would always look for means to rig for a particular party that pays him or her highest the most. Now you will collect that thing to the local government level. The local government INEC officer there too will still need money to work in favor of a particular party. Now you take it to the states. People now at that point, at these stages, you've disenfranchised the common man that has voted. How sure that this person votes are being counted if these guys cannot monitor their vote electronically? So I think by Kogi, Imo, and then Bayelsa election, there will be voters apathy. People will not come out. I saw the news yesterday that when INEC make that statement, people came out and said no, that INEC should please put the results electronically so that they can monitor it. Because enough of all this nonsense. It's an avenue to rig election. So let them tell us that no election. That is the only way. See, if you know you want to rig, don't conduct election. Let and pick person. If it's who's the man you want, tell the people of Imo State that hope is your choice. If it is Diri you want, anyone, tell the people of Imo State Bayelsa, it is Diri I want to, no election. If it's Dino Malaya you want, tell the people of Kogi Dino you want to, no election. All they're doing is election. That is it.
What wasn't present at the peace accord? The peace accord. The signing. What's
Mr. Mike, you know, all Uzodinma
trying to hide from enabling peace in this election.
You know, all Uzodinma has not been a picture of love. He likes violence. Hope is a violence man. He loves violence. So for a governor to be absent, even his deputy was not there. What signal is he portraying? What is he telling the whole world? That you, as the chief security officer of the state, you ought to be there. Even as at now, he's the governor of the state. So you ought to be there to sign the accord. But now he refused. He did not go. I was told Labour Party candidate was attacked twice. Labour candidate in the state, he was attacked twice. Police. Now because he didn't believe that. Now see, Hope Uzodinma is the major problem in that state. Now see what happened. Hope, the Labour candidate was passing through a particular route. Now the police have to fire at the Labour candidate to tell him that the governor wants to pass there. That the candidate of the particular party should not pass there. The man escaped assassination from the police. So imagine this police becoming tools in the hand of the ruling class because of a governor wants to pass and then your opponent wants to pass. So you want to unleash mayhem. Because that was the reason the man said, why would he come to a peace accord even when the governor is not even at peace with the rest of the opponents? So to him, it's best loss. And that is true. The man said yesterday that today, if he's dying, the governor is after his life. So I think the president should call all Uzodinma to order. Election should not be a do-or-die affair. Let the electorate decide who they want. Uzodinma, what has he done for deserve second time? What has he done? Nothing. The same Uzodinma is owing civil servant 20 months salary ever since he has been in office. Imo State has become so volatile, unrest in the state, up to date. It shows the people of the state don't like you. But now he wants to impose himself on the people of Imo State. So my advice is the people of Imo State, please, if you know the area is not conducive. Please don't come out. Your blood does not want being shed for any politician. They themselves knows who they want. Don't come out, please, because you cannot kill yourself for some selfish politicians. I look at the survey. They said by survey, Opuzodima will win by 60%. How did they reach at that survey? How did they get to that research methodology? What yardsticks? What data analysis did they use to gather that information? A man that has underperformed in the state will now win the state again. It shows that one is now selection. It is not election.
Let me quickly move to the comment section. Much saying that Uzodinma is a wicked governor. Imo State University students do doing well. That's what Amechi saying. I think that happened yesterday.
But sometimes with every permutation, with every indices, you should know that the odds is against hope. Every odds.
That should be on Tuesday.
Every odds.
Today's Thursday.
Yes.
That was on Tuesday.
I said it here.
Yeah.
Every odds is against hope. For him to, if Uzodinma wins, that means he reached the election. Because every odds, because there is no way. Because the civil servants are against you, the students are against you, the traders are against you, the what artisans are against you. Every state, every department of the state, every odds is against Uzodinma. I want to see how Uzodinma will overcome this. That means if you overcome this, that means that's the election.
Sir, you can come here and express your concern.
If he win this election, that means it is selection. Yes, and the people should please do everything possible to resist it. Uzodinma cannot rule the state as if he is a dictator.
Okay, Odulade is David is against him because he's not your candidate.
No, not against my candidate. No. Now, if you are a worker, a governor is owing you 20 months salary. Is that my candidate? I don't have any candidate in Imo State. I don't do business in Imo State. But my take is that Uzodinma has underperformed. Look at the governor of Borno State. He is an APC man. If he comes today, I'll vote for him because the man has delivered dividends of democracy. So it is not about party; it is about the personality.
All right, thank you so much.
So that's what I'm saying.
Continue spending both the old notes and the new notes. That's what the FX has disclosed.
That's
the welcome development, right?
That's the welcome development.
I think the expiration of the old note is December.
Yeah, 21st. But now the CBN has affirmed that we can continue to use it because you know what went during the cashless policy.
The Emefiele
virus. They wanted to see most Nigerians had money in their account but couldn't access the money. It was severe crisis in England. Thank God for the wisdom of the president. And then thank you. What I met to do yesterday signed the supplementary budget. Now 17 billion. Voting about 600 billion to the defense. But one thing is that the president, I want to commend this. Mr. Taiwo when the president does good, we will give praises on him. I like him. He gave all the ministers and the security chief a marching order yesterday. He said anyone that fails to perform would leave the office. That is the work of development. If you are not performing within your capacity, then leave. So
there's a target.
There's a target
for
on
them,
ground.
yeah.
So it will make them sit up. And not that other. So if the president does the needful, we will commend him. And then if he's doing the other way around, we'll still come here and criticize him. That is the essence of governance. We cannot keep rubbing their heads every time. So I want to appeal to Bola Tinubu on this particular other notes. Any minister or chief of army staff that fails to perform, let them resign or let them go, so that it will serve as guidance to other people. And then again, I want to say that for the people of Imo State, Kogi State, Bayelsa, the choice is in your hand. Whosoever you choose, the choice you make today would surely affect your future. If you choose the right choice, it will go a very long way. If you choose the wrong person, if you elect the wrong person, it will hurt you. It will hurt the state, and then it will also hurt you. So I want to appeal to anyone, please let there be no violence. Election should not be seen as a do or die, especially to Imo State, where hope has become a monster, targeting every opposition because he wants to be elected. Let the people elect you. Let the people elect him.
Your work should speak for you.
Let your work speak for you. For good 4 years, let me tell us, Abdulsalami could not construct one road in that state. Abdulsalami lives in Abuja. He lives in Abuja. He governed a state from Abuja. So these are the innocent.
Construct one road.
Where's the road?
I'll do my findings. I don't
Your finding, your finding. Where's the road? 20 more salary, far. No road. Now, it was this last month. He said he want to take students of Imo State abroad for them to learn tech because election is coming. Thank you for being with me, Mr. Michael. And Mr. Taiwo, when governors and then government do the needful, we would always eat praise of them. And then when they mess up, we would always cast it again.
Okay, thank you so much, David. And this is the man from Imo State.
Good morning, sir.
Charles, good morning.
Good morning.
All the way from Imo State
To Lagos State.
Lagos State. Charles is at the instant with us and trying to tell us the situation over there. What is the situation on ground, Charles?
Once again, I have to greet our viewers first because they are the reason why we are here. Good morning to all of you, wherever you are. God will continue to keep you. That land in which you find yourself will be productive to you. All in Jesus' name. My brother, what is that?
Your governor refused or was not present at the peace accord signing. Why?
Mr. Michael, sometimes when I look at whatever that's going on in my state,
Is he trying to play smart?
very, very smart, and that's smart. I think we have a lot. You see, forget the fact we're talking about Imolites. We are very smart too. If he thinks that he's at the realm of power, in the frames of power, and that nobody would play smarter than him, he's lying. Opposite the man had made, to me, whatever step he has taken politically has been a wrong step. I said it here yesterday that he went to IMSU. What happened at this? The students of IMSU were booing him. They booed him. Even information came that a lot of them were saying that he should leave the office because he was not supposed to be the governor. Why? Because look at what, if you go to IMSU, whether you like it or not, you can tell me whether that IMSU happens to be one of the best state university there. Imo State University there. But go to IMSU, to you it will look as if it's a place where I don't know how to explain that, because Hoppus Adema is a mistaken governor and a mistaken identity to the lives of Imolites. I never expected such from a young man. Well, you don't blame him. Whatever you blame is whatever the concepts, the administration, the regime that brought him into power. Hoppus Adema was not supposed to be there. Even we have a lot of, people that had a good heart in Imo State, a whole lot of them. But what is happening in Hope Uzodinma? Yeah, you see, the problem we are having in this country is that even in the Bible, I think God punished the people of Israel like 2 times, both in the First Testament and the Second Testament. A lot of good people would come and we would say no to them. At the end of the day, we would engulf ourselves with a sense of bad people. So the reason why we are suffering in Imo State today, Hope Uzodinma, you are made a human being, but what I always advise these people, always remember there's always life after politics. Those people, you see, Shakespeare said that the world is a stage, the world is a ladder. When you are climbing, another phase of Shakespeare says, if you are climbing a ladder, don't always destroy where you are climbing from, because you see the same place that you follow and step down. You're getting me? Hope Uzodinma have succeeded in destroying his political career. You cannot tell me that peace that was supposed to be announced channel in Imo State. Okay, look at what is going on. You beat up a Nigerian Labour, the chairman in Imo State. Yes, but the problem I'm having with the NUC or TUC is that NLC, they have decided to withdraw almost all the transportation means in Imo State. But anything you are doing in Imo State, always remember the plight of the masses. Because most of these politicians, they have made it all. Whether you like it, they have made it. Hope Uzodinma can charter a private aircraft and fly himself from one place to another. But let him always remember, those people that God have deposited into your hands, how were you able to make them happy? If you channel from my local government, Emekuku to Mbise, Abombise, in my place, we have about 3 local governments, Abombise, Sirihite, and Ahazu. Do you know that the road, if you cannot even plan the road, but we are very, very much close to Owerri itself, the headquarters of Imo State. So what is going on? So sometimes it's not all about you coming into power and people continue to praise you. What are the legacy will you be able to leave in place so that people will be able to, anytime they remember, they say, wow, look at our former governor. Somebody like, what's his name? No, not Okorocha. He was a governor of Imo State between Imo State and not Hakim. I will remember. He's from Obo local government. I will remember. The man was a very good governor. Most of the facilities we are using in Imo State, ask anybody in diaspora, anywhere, it was being put in place by that young man. Are you getting me? The man was a very good governor. See, today, every average Imolite will continue to pray for them. Even if he's late now, everybody will continue to pray for that young man. That is the kind of life people should be living. Always remember that's where we are going after life. Thank you very much, Alex Mbakwe. Very good governor.
Thank you, Amechi.
Very good governor. Very nice governor. Honestly speaking, no average Imolite that will not praise that young man. No average, not only Imolite, even a man from Abia State will be boastful of that young man, proud of that young man to be his governor in the next generation. Because this young man fixed most of the infrastructural facilities we are using today. He put it to a substandard, a standard that we are using it today. But what is happening now? Even now, there is much more money in politics. But these people, what they are after is all their selfish interest, just to siphon money. Hope Uzodinma should be very, very careful, because life is not like that. You can still step down. What happened to most of the governors that are no more there today? Are you hearing about them? So you should be very, very careful whatever you do with the people, because you are there today doesn't mean it is your right, or it's by your power. That is what makes you there. But you are.
All right, Udele I say not Alex, but Mr. Samuel or Noka Mbakwe, please. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chima Udeze. So that's it. Imo State, and we expect peace.
That is what that's our prayer.
Yeah. And then on to the next one, Kogi State. How far with the state? Do you expect a peaceful one? With Yaya Bello's dynasty in Kogi State.
Very tough one.
Very tough man as well.
This is a senator.
And from the side of the APC.
And the senator. Is it? I am praying that God should give us a grace in this country to one day wake up and witness an election in which we will not be talking about war all the time. Our brothers in diaspora, you can please keep on calling us. Tell us how is election being conducted in Europe, South America, and different places. It's conducted in such a way that even you'll be very, very proud. You'll be very, very happy that elections will be conducted every 2 days in your country. Nigerians are not ready for democracy. Nigerians' elections are just like do or die affair. It's not a do or die affair. It's just, if you don't win, go back and strategize. You see, everything is all about competition, they say, is an engine of development. If you don't compete, you cannot develop. So by virtue of competing, you will develop. You'll be able to tell people. You'll be able to tell people the reason why you are there is just if you cannot win, you can win some other time. You see, Abraham Lincoln once said, I will study and wait, and my opportunity will surely come. You got it. He was schooling, and his mates were laughing at him. Why are you schooling? He said, forget it. Other people are working, getting money. He said, I will study and wait, and my opportunity will surely come. So a lot of people should be going in there. You know, at the end of the Kogi State election should not be done. It's not a do or die affair. We have a lot of people, even though you did not win, always go back and look at yourself at the mirror. Where are those places where you have made a mistake that is not up to the standard of the masses? So that at the end of the day, things you can be able, everybody can still rule the country, that's no problem. But let's be careful on the way which is. Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good to see you. How is everything?
Well, I'm doing well. I don't know if you allow me. I would like to debunk, some people who come to this platform to paddle, convey fake lies, fake news. As a matter of fact, inciting words, people like Raf. I think Raf needs to be called to order. This platform does not belong to uncivil people. Raf keeps pushing out words that are incisive, that are divisive. I think Raf is promoting hate speech on this platform, and I think that must be called to order. It doesn't matter how eloquent he is. He must be called to order when when he starts to go very insightful. All right?
Which I've done.
And I think that is a very, very wrong antecedent is laying here. When he was speaking, a man was about to fight one other man who was calling him to order here. Probably because, yes, behind the screen.
I was watching, but I couldn't.
And I think that is unprofessional of him. It is unbecoming and it's unacceptable. If you are here, you speak to the issues. Do not come here and start promoting hate. All right? You should stop promoting hate. That's my take. Raf.
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Tinubu, the president, has signed the 2.1 trillion naira 2020 supplementary application. The most important thing I would like to say here is that let the government make judicious use of this budget for the budgeted resources, the money for the budgeted resources. And how do you think the president can achieve this? This is the president that said some few days ago that he has targets and he has mandated his cabinet, his ministers, that they should do the needful. We should work hard for the benefit of the country. And if they don't do that, they don't live up to the expectations of Nigerians, we will get them sacked. How do you think we can make use of this money budgeted for certain resources?
Thank you for that brilliant question. I think in every democracy, what separates democracy is a viable opposition. A viable, a very loud, a very fervent opposition party. And I think yesterday or so, we are beginning to see opposition parties to speak up against the supplementary budgets. All right? For as long as oppositions are loud, okay, for as long as they are visible, they must be visible on television.
if the oppositions are not quiet, the current administration will not rest on its owl. But if they don't speak up, then the current administration will take everybody for a ride. The supplementary bill, I am not happy with it in its finality. But of course, I think defense takes a chunk of it, about 600 billion. Then we have, for the welfareism aspect, about 400 billion. We have the education, about 10 billion was spent in there, and then so many other, other expenses. We have our capital expenditure, which is about road renovations, about 300 billion plus. The opposition must be, must be on ground. They must be seen to be active. The current administration has promised. The current administration has promised. The current administration has promised to sack non-performing ministers.
Hello, please, can you return it? This is a live program, please. All right? Sorry, Jerry. Continue.
All right. Easy, bro. Now, the current administration has promised to sack any non-performing ministers. It behoves on we the citizens, and it also behoves on the opposition party to call out non-performing ministers. All right, this is what we call constructive criticism. We have a country to run. The government of the day has made two critical decisions: removal of subsidy on dollar and on fuel subsidy. However, we can see that the current administration is still intervening when the times arise. In terms of dollar, they are trying to clear backlog. They are also trying to intervene in the fuel and all that. Now, these are welcome ideas. A person like Atiku must come out. We don't want a situation that whereby Atiku will go on. The only time we see him is 2027. We want to see Atiku to remain relevant throughout the years of the current administration. That is how opposition is played. We saw what Trump has been doing in US of A. Trump did not travel to what? He did not travel to China. He did not travel to Russia to go for vacation. Trump remained relevant since the last 3 years in US politics. We saw how Trump has remained relevant. We saw how they have been hunting Trump. Atiku must also be like that. This is what helped Asiwaju. This is what helped Tinubu, the current president of today, because they did not allow the then administration of PDP to rest. They remain very, very relevant. Okay, and for our democracy to progress, we need a viable opposition in PDP and any other party.
That was a brilliant one. To Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa. What are your predictions for these elections?
Mr. Mike, I am afraid this by-election is going to be as deadly as a lion's den. But you know what? People will not speak about it. I'm telling you the facts. What we are going to experience in this by-election is going to be worse than the governorship election we experienced in March. Imo and Kogi, anybody who loves his life should please vote and go home. Don't wait for them to count. And if you know you are scared, don't even go out. You can see that APC in Kogi are hardly campaigning. Although the person who wants to go for this governorship election for APC is not campaigning. The only people campaigning is Dino Milai and maybe the AA guy. I have not even seen Ajaka campaigning. APC and SDP, those two guys are killer squads. In Kogi, we recorded about 4 people were killed 3 or 4 days ago. I pity for the Kogi guys because that place is going to be a terror zone. Yesterday, I was speaking with my, like my elder, like my mentor. So he's in Imo State. I told him, okay, what is going on in Imo? He said that Imo State have not had light for the past 2 weeks, and this is intentional. They have not had light for 2 good weeks. This is intentional so that they can perpetrate all their evil. You can see Uzodima. You can see Aton, Achonu. The 2 of them did not sign peace accord. They did not sign peace accord. The PDP guy also got to that place. He saw that those guys are not there. He himself did not sign it. So what they are telling you is what? This is a do or die, and that's what it's going to be. I only urge the citizens of Imola. They want good governance. They deserve good governance. They must fight for it. If you are fighting for something, you must put all your resources. If you must learn anything from Asiwaju, Asiwaju has put all his resources to gain power. Whether you see him as a good person or a bad person, he has been able to utilize his resources. We Nigerians, we are full of talk. We are just talkatives. We don't put actions. Immolites, if they say that they don't want Uzodinma, they must be ready to put their life on the line. Otherwise, Uzodinma will take the day. Because if you know, Abia State, the Abians, they put their life on the line. PDP did everything. PDP did every freaking thing, but because the Abians were persistent and they were determined, they said, no way, PDP must take the day. Because the Abians stood in front of the collection center, they were cooking, they were dancing, they were saying they were not going anywhere. They were buying cows, many things, and they won. Until we Nigerians, when we have that determination, when we have that final determination that yes, it's either we accept this life or we die for a better tomorrow. And yes, if we don't achieve that, nothing will change. Uzodinma is hell-bent. Achonu is hell-bent. The point is at the electorate hell-bent. Because at the end of the day, who determines is the electorate. Who controls the custodian of democracy are the who? The electorate. No governor can govern himself. No democracy can be successful without the citizens. And we must understand that.
I said it all. Yeah. He said it's only a fool that will go and waste time voting for Nigeria.
You see, I don't follow the advice of Uzodinma and Udeze. You know why? If I ask you, Udeze is an Italian citizen, what is his contribution to the progress of this country? How has it been repatriating funds to create wealth for the people of this country? I can tell you, if you ask Udeze where is he from, he will tell you he's Italian first before Nigeria. And I don't think any reasonable person, any rational person should take the advice of an unpatriotic citizen like Udeze Chima. Thank you very much.
I was gonna see that. Dance. We are very free.
Good morning, my brothers. Rotimi, Mr. Rotimi. Yeah, I will still call you, but I've gotten your number. Thanks for that extending fellowship, hours of fellowship. We still talk. I've not been able to just get myself right. I have to greet Abdulsalami, one man standing, the lone man standing, 1 in a million man. Keep the job you're doing, keep good job you're doing going. And I want to just thank everybody. And the year is winding down, and they will not wind us along. So I just pray that God's mercy will be on every one of us. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah. Udeze Chima is from the eastern part of the country, though he's not in Nigeria yet. He has made a comment here saying that it's only a fool that will go and waste time voting in Nigerian elections. Now, there's a response to what Udeze Chima said. Amechi Mbachukwu, saying that he's advising Imola to come out and vote. When you fail to vote, you are making it easy for them to win.
This is the list that is being expected of Udeze Chima. I thought he has repented. I thought he has come out clean. This is a guy that has bullied me before. This is a guy that was so frustrated with me that why am I supporting Asiwaju Tinubu? Why am I supporting? I mean, I don't know. And I told him, my friend, I'm not in an autocracy government. Even if there's other regions that are practicing autocracy. Southwest I belong to is a liberal region that I can support whoever they will like. Some of the Southwesterners supported Obi. We did not cut their head off. We did not attack them. It's just to make everybody liberal, and go by your opinion. Go by who you want. Don't force people. You don't force people to do what you want. To do what you want. You don't force. You don't force people. So I don't expect Udeze to be saying that. I think he has calmed down a bit now, but before, I know the punching bags, the punches he has been throwing to me from where he was. Later I found out he was in Italy. To me, Udeze, I think, Udeze still need to get things right.
Do you think the Imolites will have a conducive atmosphere to exercise their franchise?
Yeah.
The security challenges in the state?
Definitely. You see, if our Imolites, let's all eyes be on that elections. Let's monitor the election. After all, you monitor the presidential election, you monitor, and you have victory in some places, you didn't cry foul. Same way you monitor the presidential election, monitor the governorship election in Imo too, right? You can't start crying, crying loud when the election has not even started, that they are planning to rig, they are planning to do. If they are planning to find a way, you plan to checkmate them too. Find a way. And you see, is our Southeasterner brother should not always turn elections to war. Election is not war, right? And the way it is, once you have a leader and the leader changes narrative, that okay, I don't want to become the member of so party. That's just the Hope Uzodinma Sino. When Hope was representing Imo West, Imo East or so, in the National Assembly, that's the Senate, he was a good man. But since it's crossed over to APC, because they look at that APC as a Southwest and not Northern party, and you want to extend your fellowship, your hand across the Niger, and you are still, and it's until you extend your hands across the Niger before you can have a president that will come from that region. But if you keep bringing out ethnicity, full ethnicity in your political space, you go nowhere, my brother. You go nowhere. You go nowhere. Look at the killings, even the killings. Some people did not carry it, but there were killings in Anambra, like 80 souls. They should stop the killings, because God will not be happy if you are just, wasting blood. I'm so sad of it. Killing everywhere.
Why are people so particular about the election in Imo State? Why?
They have to be.
Since people are focusing on Imo election.
Yeah. You see, those are like it's an important state, mind you. Imo has been one of the best states in the north, in that southeast. I mean, has been the best. When you talk of paradise on earth, that was then that you can go to Imo and go there comfortably without any attack or any violence, any phobia. I was supposed to go to Imo some years back, but that was the time I was about to do my wedding. So it was my friend. We were going for Chidi father's burial. My tight friend, one of my friends. His father died, and we were to go. But that was the same time, like 2 or 3 days, I'll be having my burial. My wedding. So I just decided I wouldn't make it. So my friend should go, so that just to represent. When my friend is there, I'm there in spirit. So to me, but look at what Imo is today. Imo is no more safe. Imo is always of crisis. You'll be hearing of Imo for the bad side of it. But the governor is trying to do his best to revamp Imo back to his old glory. But people don't like him, people don't love him because it belongs to APC. So once you belong to APC, you are like a Satan, you are like demonic, which is not supposed to be. We have good people around, we have good people, we have bad people in all parties. So I don't know where they get the narrative from. Once you don't belong to their camp, you'll be maligned. you'll be abused, you'll be bullied. For what? Stay in your camp and promote your camp, and find your way how you win election, either to the presidency level. But you can't win election like this by bullying people, by attacking people.
Now let me move down to the comment section. I'm meeting Wajoko saying that Muki great. Hope never won before. It is Supreme Court that brought in. And we have Muki replying to Wachoko's comment here. Amici, mark my words, he will win on Saturday. Mark my words.
Amici said it was Supreme Court that brought hope. Okay.
And Muki is saying that we should mark his word. I think Muki is so confident that Opuzodima will win in that election. Has he done something tangible for him to merit the victory in this upcoming election?
He's done a lot, but once you are being hated, there's nothing you do that people will appreciate. Let me tell you what. You, Michael, once you are being hated in this platform, there's nothing you will say that people will. Have you not been witnessing it? You know human, you know Nigerians generally. Have they not been attacking you, that you are biased? Nevertheless, me and you, we confront ourselves. Confront ourselves.
We still had it yesterday.
We still had it yesterday.
The program.
Yes, we still had it. But that doesn't mean, that I'll say this guy is totally, because there's no one that is perfect, right? Hope has been doing a great job in that place. But because they hate that guy, the same thing that is applying to the president of seats. I don't know why that hatred comes from. They just hate it. I mean, I don't know. Somebody loves you and you say you're showing the hatred. I mean, it was actually that created space for the Southeasterners from the other regions to be engaged in Alausa there, in the state secretariat there. Me myself, I've not seen job, but when you enter, you see Amechi, you see Benue, you see Okoro, you see working in secretariats.
So, Kunle, you know better than Imolite that says Hope is bad for them.
How is it bad?
Tell us what Hope has done for the Imo people.
For the Imo people, just not too long, he empowered the Imo youths with laptop, and he gave them some stipend along with it. Then, what's it called? Soludo did same too. He gave them laptop, and that's like they've empowered them, they've trained them already, and they give them the, because they know the generation of the youth we have now, we belong to tech generation. So they went on to empower them. It's then that they don't go home. Abwesi or Iwashuku, where is he? Is he in diaspora? Is he in Lagos? You need to be going home. That's why I always go home. Make sure I go home. I go to my state to, do the fact check of what the governance is over there. And when I got to my state, which is Osun State, I was just acting on the 100 billion this man got that he took to Osun. That's Adeleke. Where did he save the money? Hope is not loan. Hope is not that he has used our head to, borrow to mortgage our head. But so they said no. It's part of the allocation he has been collected. He has been saving those money, saving it to the tune of 100 billion. But when Iwashuku will sit down in one place, he will not go home. Maybe he's scared of the violence at home. That's why I want. My prayer is for peace to be in that southeast. Because when there's peace, Lagos will have peace. Because majority don't go home any longer. And Lagos is not nobody's home. It's not my home. The Lagosians, they know themselves. Right? I don't have any family house. When they take me to Island, I don't have any family house. But when you are saying you are a Lagosian and you have your ancestral home, you don't go back where you fall back to, where you retire to. You don't go and check what is going on there. I mean, I'm sorry for such person.
All right, the Apex Bank has directed Nigerians to continue spending the old notes and new notes. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think the Apex Bank, being controlled by Yemi Cardoso, I think he's trying to do a great job, or he's trying to just put in order what's it called, the Emefiele has damaged. And mind you, Emefiele was released yesterday from the custody of EFCC. So I think after Emefiele, we need some people to be questioned likewise, because we know them, those people that round trip our naira, that were round tripping dollars, and they round trip our dollars, instead of bringing the dollars back with interest, they pay it back in naira. One of them is one of these richest man we've been hailing, we always been hailing, richest man in Nigeria. Yeah. Dangote is found culpable of it. Although I'm an highlight of him, but when he's wrong, I have to say it. You know, and the past leaders, they have been a cronies. He has been their cronies, all the past leaders. So to me, monkey is not supposed to be walking, and babu will be hitting. To me, let the masses breathe. Let us breathe for once, man. Now no they tire. Now pack all the money, pack everything. We masses, we are just suffering. We're doing everything. We're doing everything to catch up, but you will not allow us to breathe. You know they tired. Billions. You pack all these billions. When you die, they won't bury you. They won't bury you with this billion. They won't bury you. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Someone has not seen a square meal to eat in a day. You people pack billions. You put it inside your soccer way. There are even no banks. That's why the banks are not effective. They have banks in their home. They have banks in their homes. You have banks. They have in the underground banks in their homes. What kind of callosity is that? Callosity. So to me, you see, when you say people that are destroying these countries, you look at all this cabal, all these politicians that don't have spirit of humanity in them. There are a lot of them, wicked politicians in this country, and we need not to agree with them. We need not to. And that's why I'm calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he should live up to expectation. Bring all these people to book, get them punished, and let them make a deterrent. Use one as scapegoat as a deterrent to all these corrupt elements. To me now, you said you don't need anything about Nigerian money again. You are made already, but you want to lay a legacy, a good legacy for Nigeria. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please, Nigerians are suffering. Take decisive decision. Take decisive step to punish all these cabals, because they will not allow us to breathe, and we need to breathe. Please, and I'm begging, take decisive decision. I'm not here to start condemning government every time. But when I see something that is not right against the governance, I will speak it out. And when I see something that is good, I will praise the governance. Right? I know you can do it. I know you started it. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know you can do it. That is why you secured our 8.5 million votes, in which my vote was among. Please, I've never benefited anything from the government. I've never benefited anything from the government as I am. So I have to tell you wholeheartedly, and I'm a Nigerian, but please do the needful. Let the masses breathe. Let these masses breathe. We have to breathe.
All right, thank you so much. That's a very good message. A great one from Kunle to
Kunle, I love your speech. God bless you, because it's part of what we are looking for.
Wow.
We are looking for a peaceful atmosphere where you and I will be working free and will be enjoying our real dividend of democracy. You understand what I'm saying? So Nigeria must be one.
What's the message to the president?
The message to the president is he should keep on the good work started and let there be transparent in everything, so that we will believe in him. Because I believe in him. But the situation on ground, the belief is not divided. The police should make sure that we, Nigerians, because majority are suffering because who they suffer don't know truth. Who they suffer don't be shout hallelujah for church. When they hungry like we did. So let that food come. That food, the 3 days square confirmed, everybody will be happy. So let that one be possible for Nigeria citizens. Because Nigeria is hungry lion home. Cancel that side. Everybody will part well for you. Because you be Jagaba, you get the money, you and your wife, you're going to money tire. Look at me and the rapper for your wife. Because other Mariam Abagira be there. So he said, better life will make something that time. All those ones, they get the humanity feeling. So that's why I'm going to tell the president and the government. On the day this election that is coming, it should give the security a language of intelligence, not to fire person anyhow. Because all those people, they are mafians, they carry gun on, they find they want fire. Don't be like that. Let there be accurate environment. So the citizen will come outside and be happy with the police and the army when they say, straight bullet don't kill anybody. So they will vote accordingly. Who's on the man? Don't be by force, fire by force, you. And Bello, Yaya Bello, don't be fire by force, you. Because don't you get Kogi, don't you get Imo State. Now, human being get there, and Nigeria get there. Let them come outside and exercise their human rights, their right, their freedomatic rights. Don't be say, now your brother, Bodo, now you go be there by force. No! We have been seeing, we have been hearing language because we don't want that language anymore. So Tinubu, Baba Agba, give order to those lions who want to be lion by force. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Because Tinubu say one go by force 2 times, Bello say what kind of brother by force? Zero talk. Let the people decide who will serve them and who they will serve. Time has gone of mafia. Don't need mafia anymore. The sound says it was just happening in Port Harcourt because mafia put mafia there by force, and mafia, small mafia, now want to swallow big mafia while I start. Now, Bonnie, now in the city, then part. Oh yeah, oh Bonnie, the born house of us there, fire, hey, everybody run. Everybody scatter. Police they come. Confusion everywhere. Why? We don't tire to carry any more of that shit. Let there be peace in Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a lovely country. God love Nigeria more than the whole country. Forget the situation. God love Nigeria. But our leadership say they be gangster. God will remove that gangsterism from your home. Peace should reign. Let those 3 states election peacefully. I know Bayelsa, I know get wahala because they know say they and there. They know get nyama. But see Kogi, Kolomenta mafia, they kill every day. So another demonic mafia, they kill every day. Okay, I don't hear now say for the past 2 weeks now, no life for Zodima house. They want me darkness, they may they do bad thing. But they do good thing. That pass bad thing. You understand what say for the fucking of our human rights. Let Tata they sleep well. Tata they sleep well because he be Tata yesterday. Let me say I go open more. I don't like I will open more. Because of the man I open more. What tell everybody? Before you forward will not be governor, you know your heart will be fire. Why? Let there be conducive environment for all of us to live. Please, I'm begging you, because Nigeria is our home. Everywhere in Nigeria is our home. Let that peace reign in 36 states and the federal capital. Because we don't have another way, we don't have another place to run to. We're Kasala boss, and we'll pray Kasala don't boss.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
God bless.
That was a brilliant one from you. Thank you. All right, what do I want to talk about land? Number 1, respect to you. One love. Matthew, can the people's vote count in these 3 states?
We can only discuss that after the election. Because with the nature of Nigerian states,
Campaign after election.
so with the nature of Nigerian states and with the way and manner the last election was managed, it is difficult to vote for INEC as to whether there will be free, fair, and credible election. Because let me tell you that INEC is the one mismanaging the situation. INEC has power to make players play by the rule. Because it's within the power of INEC if there's violence in an area to reject the results from that area. If INEC refuses to collaborate with fraudulent politicians, we are going to see free, fair, and credible election. But the problem is that you have personnel in INEC who are, even before politicians approach them, they are already waiting for somebody to approach them to say, oh, how do you want us to manage the election? How do you want us to play the game? How do you want us to perhaps help you. And it doesn't come without giving money and they compromise the process. So it's difficult for as a person. I don't have confidence in the electoral process.
But this time around, can INEC determine the winner of the gubernatorial election in these three states instead of court?
If they do the right thing, it will be difficult for any loser to even approach the court, because we have known that you don't have evidence, you don't have ground to challenge the election results. There's only when you see lacuna in the process of in their processes, then you will feel dissatisfied and you want to challenge the election results. So for me, I have a responsibility to reduce this image, having failed woefully in the last presidential election and the governor's presidential.
Despite outcries of many Nigerians, the president signed the supplementary budget, and he has said that the executive will ensure the judicious use of the budget for the resources it's meant for. And the most important thing in this issue is that how can government ensure that this money meant for these resources is utilized for the necessary things it's meant for war.
That money will be mismanaged. That money you are seeing they sign into law, that supplementary budget will be mismanaged. See why I'm saying it? Go and check that supplementary budget. Service-wise votes is having 615 billion. You have a station where WAS is having about 300 billion. Agriculture 200 billion, SCC 100 billion, and so on and so forth. Why should a service-wide vote be having 615 billion naira? And we are talking about supplementary budgets. In 2018, service-wide vote, we are talking about a full circle 1 year budget. In 2018, service-wide vote was about 980 something billion. Sorry, about 198 billion. But you are doing a supplementary budget that is going to last between now and end of year, and you are making service-wide vote 615 billion. For the purpose of clarity, when we say service-wide vote, we are talking about miscellaneous expenses, contingency, emergency spending, and it is having more allocation more than any other sector. And at the end of the day, you may be surprised they will tell you that that supplementary budget performed 95%, meaning that we spent the whole money. The question is, what are they using the money to do? Who is vetting it? Who is verifying it? Who is checking whether the money is spent? Because service-wide vote has always been known in Nigeria to be mismanaged. If you look at what a former, when I see the director in the budget office, I'm talking about Akabozi, who once explained that the service-wide vote is not just for miscellaneous, that it still take care of other areas that is not captured in the budget. But since the inception of this national democracy, we have not seen any year where the government will come out clean to explain to us what that money is being, how that money is being dispersed, retired. So for me, it's unfortunate. It's going to be business as usual.
All right. Imo election, Kogi State election, and Bayelsa. What do you have to say?
There's nothing I can say because I don't have confidence in INEC. Okay. It is only after the election we do an appraisal whether on their own parts they play by the rule. Okay. Whether it is because politicians will always want to compromise the process. The security agencies are there to arrest culprits, people who try to violate the process, and INEC is normally supposed to prosecute culprits. We understand that a good number of culprits who were arrested in the last general election, their trial is being shrouded in secrecy and is being kept in abeyance. So we are then not supposed to, with speed of light, try those offenders, those suspects, to act as deterrent to others. We are now approaching another obstacle election. People who are arrested by violating the electoral act in the last general election have not been prosecuted. So what would deter would be offenders of the law in this coming election? If you are not prosecuting people who are arrested in the past. So I think as a nation, we are not yet ready for democracy.
Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, viewers across the globe, for joining us today. Tomorrow is another day. I appreciate the reviewers as well. You can please subscribe on the sister channel, Flip TV Plus. You can also join us on the social media handles displayed on the screen. You can join me on my social media handles at Michael Timtayo Adekunle, and on TikTok, my Flip TV. Thank you. And thank you to my videographer, the guy doing a great job there, Malik at DME. I appreciate you too. Tomorrow is another day. Bye for now, everyone.